Now, see, whenever we have to develop, so from yesterday, what we have seen, when we want to create the SDTM datasets, SDTM is nothing but the standard and organized version of the raw data, right? So in order to create the SDTM datasets, client will be providing the information like raw data. The first thing will be raw data that will be given, and the second thing will be spec document. Okay, see here, when you are creating SDTM datasets, they will be providing us this SDTM spec document. Okay, see, this is what spec document is. Spec is nothing but specifications. Okay, when we want to create a data set, what variables that we have to keep in that particular data set, what values we have to derive for that particular variables, these all the information they have to provide to us, right? Or else how do we do it? Okay, so all that information, what variables we have to keep in what respective data set and what values we have to derive, that information will be provided in this spec document, specifications document. See here. So this is like one of the document that is related to some drug study. Okay. See, in the first tab, they will be providing the index. Index as in CDISC dataset. These are the different datasets. These datasets are nothing but yesterday we have seen some domains, right? SDTM domains, remember? Like CM, DM, concomitant medication, demographics, adverse events, AE. Similarly, we have seen some other datasets, right? Domains. These are nothing but those domains. Okay. So here they have given the description. Also the category. See, also the category. Okay. So coming to this category, so SDTM domains yesterday we have seen like they are divided into 5 different categories, right? And again, general purpose they have divided into 3 different categories. So to which category it belongs to, they have given it. Okay. So now we have to create all these SDTM datasets. In order to create all these SDTM domain datasets, they have given us enough information. Okay. See here. So these all are the datasets that you have to create. Okay. Now, so first we'll start with the trial domain. See, each color code belongs to one category. Okay. So coming to the special purpose category domain datasets, I have colored it as in one color. Okay. Next, see here. This finding category datasets are colored in one category. I mean like with one color. So these are nothing but the trial domains. Okay. So suppose say if you want to create the dataset TE. Okay. TE is nothing but trial elements. Okay. So if you want to create, you have to create this TE domain dataset. But how to create this TE domain dataset means, see, they have given here the variables. What variables that we have to. So dataset name will be TE. And what variables you have to keep in the TE is these are the different variables that you have to keep. Okay. You have to create in that particular data set. After creating the variables, you have to derive the values to that variables, right? How do you derive the values to that variables? Look at the pseudocode. Okay. So look at the pseudocode and data map column. These are the two important, very important columns for assigning the data values to the variables. Pseudocode is nothing but, for suppose study ID equals to, it is a direct value. Okay. Like it is the standard value for all the observations, you will be getting the same value. Okay. Now, data map is nothing but, for suppose if you have to refer to any of the raw data sets that client has provided, then they will be giving that particular raw data set name in this data map column. Okay. See, suppose I'll show you like one more. See, VS. VS is also one of the domain, SDTM domain. Okay. Now, these are the variables that you have to create. Okay. If you see here, they have, for some variables they have given the pseudocode, and for some variables they have given the data map. So pseudocode is nothing but the direct value we will be assigning. But coming to the data, when they provide some information in the data map, see here, they are saying vitals dot statsit. Okay, which is nothing but in order to derive some values to this particular variable, you have to refer to vitals dataset, and in that vitals dataset, vitals is the raw dataset. Okay, so in that vitals raw dataset, to which variable you have to refer? To statsit variable. Okay, so like this they will be providing the information to which dataset you have to refer, and in that particular dataset we will be having so many variables in a dataset, right? So to which variable you have to refer, all this information they will be providing. According to this information and according to the specifications that they have given, we have to create the variables and derive the values to that particular variables, okay, by using the raw data sets and this information. Okay, so first we'll go to TE. Okay, similarly when you are creating this data set, make sure you are checking the, yesterday we have seen the data structure, right? Remember? So you will be getting that either in SDTM spec document or so here you will be getting the data structure. Okay, TE, right? See. So what is the data structure for TE? See, one record per planned element. Okay, see, structure is one record per planned element. And what are the keys? Keys is nothing but primary key variables. Okay, what are the primary key variables? Study ID and etcd. Okay, so these two we have to remember as in you can actually check. Okay, so we will be having the SDTM implementation guide with us. Like when we go to any organization, we will be having that SDTM implementation guide. I have taken this information from there only. Okay, now let us start creating the TE dataset. Okay, so data, what is the dataset name will be TE only. TE. Now make use of the spec document TE. Okay, so what are the different variables that need to be created? These are the different variables, right? So I just did Control C, Control V. Okay, now so study ID equals to same direct value. You assign this value. These are quite easy creating the data sets. Okay, domain equals to T. Okay, now etcd equals to, see here. So etcd equals to, here they have given three different values, right? One is SCRN, other one is K, and the other one is FU. So out of these three values, which value you have to assign? Look at the data structure. What is the data structure? One record per planned element. Okay, what is the planned element? See, this is element code. This is description of the element. Okay, so element code, this is nothing but the planned element etcd, because that is the key variable, right? So how many planned elements do we have here? Three planned elements, right? So one record per planned element. So how many planned elements do we have here? Three planned elements. So how many records? Hello? Are you getting?
No.
Oh, Pavani.
No. Okay, no problem. So from where you didn't get that concept?
Yeah, assigning the three values I didn't get.
Okay. Pavan bhai, what about you?
Yes, from this data structure, I'm not getting anything.
From data structure as in from here, right?
Yeah.
So you got it like from where we get this information?
Yes.
See See, we will be having the SDTM implementation guide. I will be sending you that today, implementation guide and everything. So that implementation guide is nothing but you will get it in the CDISC website also. You can download it. Okay. So that is like the common document. So you get this information from there. Okay. Now, so you understood like what actually this spec document is providing, what information it is providing?
No.
No. Okay. So Shweta for you, no. Yojita for you?
I'm not getting.
You're not getting. From where you are not getting?
Means what is this? I understand this three, but how to assign means I'm not getting that.
How to assign the values, I'll tell you. You understood like what is the purpose of this implementation, like purpose of this spec document? Okay. Okay. So what I'll leave it. Okay. Now, so in order to create this SDTM, yeah. So SDTM is nothing but, see, whenever we conduct the clinical trials, we will be capturing all the data, right? Like, so whatever medication that is being given to the subject, and if there are, like, before giving the medicine, what are the uh, testing values, like tested, they will be conducting some laboratory tests, right? So what are the tested values, and after giving the drug, like what are the changes that happened, if there are any changes that happened, what are the changes that happened, if there are any side effects, what are the side effects. So all this data they will be capturing, each and every minor data during the clinical trial process. It is nothing but the study drug, right? They are testing it on the population. So they have to make a note of each and everything. So they will be capturing all that data. So once they captures all that data, they will be capturing all that data like not in an standard way or in an organized way, right? They just capture the data, that's it. So we have to make it more organized. Okay. So in order to do that, that way of making the standard data into organized data is nothing but SDTM. Okay. So what we do is in this SDTM, we'll have domain is nothing but SDTM is a standard, and these all are nothing but the domains. Okay. So domain is nothing but a data set having the data that is related to one common topic. Okay. So suppose say that they are conducting the test on some 100 population. Okay. 100 is like very less. They take like more population. But for example, say like they are conducting the test on 100 population. So the whatever demographic data that is related to that population, 100 population, they will be capturing that data. Okay. So along with that, whatever treatment that is being given, what are the adverse effects, so everything they will be capturing together. Okay. But in order to make it more organized, what we do is, so by using that raw data, okay, which we received from the CDM team, clinical data management team, what we do is out of that, we keep all the data that is related to demographics in one domain or in one data set called DM. Okay. In one data set called DM. Okay. Similarly, whatever medication that is being given to that 100 population, they will be capturing all the data in like just in one data set, right? In one data set or in maybe in multiple data sets, but it won't be like more organized. So what we do is whatever medication that is being given to that 100 population, all that related data we will be capturing in the CM domain. Okay. CM is nothing but concomitant medication. Similarly, if there are any adverse events, okay, after giving the drug, after giving the medication, all that data we will be capturing in one data set. All that data we will be keeping in one data set called AE, okay, adverse events. So what we do is the data that is related to one common topic we will be keeping in one data set. Okay. So according to that we will be naming that data set. So these are nothing but the data set names. We no need to give like our own data set names. So this AE, DS, DM, these all are nothing but the data set names. Okay. So clear till this part?
Yes, Pavani, yes.
Till this part it is clear. Okay. Now the next one is, in order to suppose say that we know like we have to keep all the data that is related to demographics in one data set, okay, called DM. When we are creating the data set, see, when we are creating the data set, how do we know like, so we know like data set need to be created, but how the data set will be created? We have to assign some variables, right? We have to keep some variables and also we have to assign some data values. How do we keep the how do we know like which variables need to be kept in the DM data set? We should have the information, right?
Yes.
So that information, in order to get that information, they will be providing the client only will be providing the spec document. Okay, so which is nothing but SDTM. They call it as SDTM spec document. Okay. So in that spec document, they will be mentioning like what are the data sets that need to be created, okay? Or what are the domains? Domain is nothing but a data set, right? Having the data related to one common topic, okay? So here they will be giving us, see, what data sets need to be created. Suppose say that if you want to create the first this TE domain data set, okay? So choose TE. You can choose anything, okay? But I'm taking from easy level to hard level, okay? So these are the trial domain datasets are the quite easy datasets that can be created. Okay. So that's why I have chosen TE. Okay. So TE. Now you have to create TE dataset, you know that. But what variables that you have to keep in the TE dataset? As like this. What variables need to be kept? So var name. This is nothing but what are the variables that you need to be created in this particular TE domain dataset. These are nothing but that variable names. Okay. Hello.
Okay. Yes, Pavani, yes. Got it.
Got it? So these are nothing but the
Yeah.
variable names. So what about Yojita and Kiran?
Yes, Pawan, it's clear.
Got it? Yojita?
Yeah.
Yes, Pavani, yes.
No, no. Shall I explain you again?
No, got it.
You got it. Okay. Okay. So var name is nothing but these are the variable names that you have to create. So how do you create? I'll make use of the output method. Remember the output method? We give the variable name and then we give the value as a statement. Each and every variable name and value as a statement we keep giving.
Yes, yes.
Remember? So we make use of that method. Okay. Now, so now which values you will be assigning? So you are saying like these are the variable names. Okay. Names we will be assigning. Okay. Let us open this data set. You'll assign the names, but what values you will be assigning? We should have the values also, no? These are the variable names. These are nothing but the data values, right? So in
Yes.
order to assign that data values, you have to refer to this data map and pseudocode columns. Okay. Pseudocode is nothing but it is a direct value that you can assign. Study ID equals to. So which is nothing but see here. Name equals to. So if you want to give only one name to this variable, okay, one value, only one value to this variable, standard value. Say like name equals to, you want to give only one value like John, okay. So name equals to John, if you give, you'll get the same value to all the observations, right? Are you getting? Hmm? Hello?
No, Pawan,
How
still
it?
is.
No? See, pseudocode is nothing but the value that you will be assigning, okay.
Means we have to assign same value to all variables.
Yeah, to all the observations, you will be getting the same value.
Okay.
Okay. So to all the observations, you will be getting the same value, SCL002. That is the study ID. So study ID will not differ, right? You will be doing the drug testing for the same drug, right? But not every time, not for the different drug. So obviously, the study ID will be the same. So rather than giving directly the drug name, what they do is they will be assigning like this with codes for that drug. Okay. So it will be the same. Similarly, domain. So domain also will remain the same for all the observations, right?
Yes, Pavani.
Hmm? Because we are creating TE domain. Now the next one is etcd. This is the variable. Now what values you will be keeping for etcd? These values. Okay, they have given three different values. So out of these three different values, which value we have to assign to etcd? Okay, so now what you do is refer to the data structure. Okay, see, TE. What is the data structure? See, one record per planned element. Okay, what is the planned element? See, study ID and etcd are the key variables. So planned element is nothing but the etcd, right? So if you want, you can check here also. etcd is nothing but see element code or planned element. Okay. So one record per planned element. One record. Record is nothing but observation, right? So one record per planned element, which is nothing but one observation per planned element. So this is nothing but the planned element values, right? These are nothing but the element values. How many values do we have? Element?
3.
Three different values, right? Three different values. So how many records you will be getting?
3.
Yeah, so three records you will be getting here. Records or three observations. Okay? Yojita and Kiran?
Yeah, yeah. It's clear, Pavani. Understood. We need to create
Yes,
the
Pavani.
three observations, right?
Yes, we
With
have to
these three
create
values.
three observations. Okay? So
Understood.
here it is the element code, right? This is nothing but the description. Okay? So for SCRN, the description is screen. For K, the description is SCLA. For FU, the description is a follow-up. One thing what you have to remember is here whatever sequence that they have followed, okay, whenever they are giving like three values in sequence like this, they will be following the same respective order. Okay, they will not shuffle the order like this. So element code they are giving like SCR and K and FU, right? For element description also they will be following the same order, screen, K and follow. Okay,
Okay.
for next one also it is the same, three different values, right? Here also, see, this is one value, this is another value, and this is another value. Here also they will be following the same respective order. Okay, so we no need to worry about that. So now you understood the concept, right? Shall we start creating?
Yes, Pavani.
Yes, Pavani.
Data. So which data set we
T.
are, which domain we are going to create? TE. So domain is nothing but a data set. So give the same name. Okay. Now what variables we have to create? These are the variables, right? These are the variables. So I'm just copying that list and pasting it here. Okay. Now, so study ID equals to variable we have created. Now how to derive the values? They have given the value, right? SCL002. Okay. Now domain equals to, so what is the domain?
TA.
T. Okay, so assign this value. So this is nothing but the output method, no? Output method of creating the data set. ETCD equals to. So for each value we have to create one observation, right? So first create
Yes.
with a screen. Okay. Next element equals to this one, right? Next variable. So take the first value. Okay, because we are creating the observation for the first value, right? We have three values for element code, so we have to create one observation for each value. So first we'll create for the first value. Okay, then we'll create for the second value. TSTRL equals to take the first value. Okay, now this equals to take the first value again. Whenever you are creating second observation, take this second value. Okay. TADUR equals to, see, we have only one value here, just assign. So for all the observations, you will be getting the same value. Okay. Because we have only one value. Now, so write here output. Okay. Because again with the same variables, you have to create the second observation values, right? So if you are not writing
Yes.
output, what happens? It will replace the data, no?
Yeah,
Okay.
overlapping.
So that's the reason. Now create the second observation. So what is the simple method that you can take the advantage is, see, study ID and domain remain same, right, for all the three observations.
Yes.
Similarly, TUDUR. So even though if you're not taking it again, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, because we want the same
Right.
values for all the three, right? Even though if you place it or if you don't place it, it will not affect. Output method, no, if you are not writing it again, then what happens? Whatever data that it has already in its memory, it will take the same data, no?
Yes.
Okay, so even though if you write or if you don't write these three statements, doesn't matter. Now what is the second value?
K.
K. Okay, take K. What is the element?
Color.
SCLA.
SCLA.
Yes, SCLA. Next one is first dose of study drug. Okay, the value is, okay. The next one is here, right? 4 days to 1 week of start element. Okay. Now the next one is P70. Okay, we have given already that. So second observation we have created. Now, so without getting replaced, write the output state. So to create the third observation, okay. Now, what is the third value here? FU. Now, here what is the third value? Ends of the okay, dear. Now end the program with run statement. Okay, close this, end the program. check the work library. See, clear? See, study ID, you will be getting the same value. Domain also will, see, study ID will always remain same, right? Because whatever observations or whatever domain datasets that you are creating, for all the domain datasets, the study ID should remain same. I mean, the study drug ID should remain same because all the data is related to same study drug, right? So it can't change. The value cannot be changed. Since you are creating TE domain, this also value will remain same. Element code, see, first one is screening, next one is K, and next one is FU. This is nothing but the description, okay? See, and the duration remains again same, okay? Clear now? Hello?
Yes, Pavani.
Clear, right? Okay.
Yes, Pavani.
Yes, okay. What about Yojita and Kiran?
Yes, Pavani, it's clear.
Clear.
Okay, now the next one is, here they have given variable name we have created. Okay. Next they have given, see, label. We have to assign the label also. Type they have given. Assign the type as well. Length they have given. Assign the length. Format they have given. Assign the format. Okay. So all this you have to do. How to assign the label? By using the label statement. But we can assign all these attributes together. Okay. By making use of the option attrib. Okay. So write here attrib, attrib, okay. For which variable? For study ID, okay. First, like one by one we'll assign, okay, so that we will not get confused. Study ID, first assign the label equals to, what is the label they have given? Study identifier, okay. After study identifier, type. Type and length you can assign together. Length equals to, write dollar. Dollar is nothing but you are declaring the character, okay, and length is nothing but 10. Okay, so like this you write for rest everything also, for all the variables, okay. Same for domain, label equals to, then for etcd label and length, for element label and length. So write like this and then end the statement so that all the attributes will be assigned at one go. And what is the other easy method that you can follow? Since the data is present in Excel, make use of the we'll have the concatenation operator to join two different cell values. We'll have the concatenation operator in Excel also. Make use of that. This equals to, right here, concatenate, okay, concatenate. So first what we want? Study ID, right? So look at here, study ID is the one. First keep study ID, comma, and after that we want some space and label equals to. That is the text that we have to enter. So enter in quotations, okay, space, then label equals to, close the quotations, comma, and then study identifier, okay, study identifier, okay. After that, so no, study identifier also need to be kept in quotations, right? So after label, give quotation, single quotation, then quotation, next, length equals to, right here, JTH, length equals to, after that, $10. So you close this, comma, $10 we have in this cell, right? So select this cell. Okay. So this is the easiest method. If you are not getting it, like we can do it manually also. Okay. So now what you do is, okay, just double click so that you will get it for all the cells. Control C and go to here. Go here, Control V. Okay. So if there are any like this blank spaces, just remove. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Yes, Pavani.
Okay. See, now view, check here, column label. See, all the labels got assigned.
Yeah.
Okay, so like this you can assign the labels, and you can declare the character and the formats. Okay. So tomorrow what we'll do is, you practice this once today, and tomorrow what we'll do is, we'll practice SV, and we have some other. We'll practice TU. We done, right? TV, SC, and EX. These three tomorrow we'll try to do. Okay. Same method. So that shouldn't be a problem for us. Okay. TV will be of the
Okay.
same as like TE, but SC and SEX. SC and EX will be of same method. Okay. Okay. So if we are able to complete tomorrow like TV, SC and EX, that's okay. Or else day after tomorrow also we'll take one session. Okay.
Okay.